Hello. I, and many others, decided to make an iceberg video on the province of Saskatchewan. Everything in this video is true, and it took many months of research. If you would like me to make more videos like this, let me know by liking and commenting. But that's enough. Let's cut to the chase and get into the iceberg. Layer 1. Egg. Eggs are one of the few resources that Saskatchewanians consume. They are also used for multiple other things, such as transportation, tools, and trade. Wheat. Wheat is very important to the Saskatchewanians. It is used to make multiple things, such as bread, flour, structures, and tools, to name a few. Saskatchewan is heavily dependent on wheat production, as it is the main resource. Layer 2. Hostile ants. Saskatchewanians have had an ant problem rise within the decade due to global warming issues. This issue has been getting worse and worse for the population, and they have resorted to making fortifications made from wheat products to keep the ants out. Currency. The currency of Saskatchewan is made up from wheat, eggs, and flour. This has turned Saskatchewan into a hierarchy power. Flour is the most valuable thing, sitting at an exchange rate of 1 sack for $5 Canadian. Wheat is the most moderate, sitting at an exchange rate of $2.50 Canadian. Eggs are the lowest value, sitting at 20 cents per dozen eggs. The cheap exchange rate for eggs in Saskatchewan makes it the largest exporter of eggs. Layer 3. Housing. The housing in Saskatchewan is rather scarce. The houses are also usually built by hand. They use resources such as wheat, eggs, and bread to manufacture their buildings. Contraband. In Saskatchewan, there are many items that are seen as illegal. These items consist of electronics, many vegetables, fruits, most meats, glass, sand, rocks, foreigners, and many more. They take contraband very seriously and will dispose of it and kill you. In 2018, a child smuggled a potato into the colony. When this was discovered, the population hung him and pelted his corpse with eggs. This is one of the many cases of contraband being smuggled into the colony, and the population facing the consequences. Population. It is rumored that the population of Saskatchewan is 7 people. Many scientists are not sure why the population is so low, but it is theorized that it is because their birthing cycle may have been affected by pollution and global warming. Layer 4. Rural legend. Many of the Saskatchewanians believe in the legend of the Big Bad Wolf. This legend seems to be connected to, or at least similar to, the story of the 3 Little Pigs. Mainly because in this story, the wolf blows down the straw house. Saskatchewanians fear the Big Bad Wolf because their structures are made of wheat, dried egg, and bread. On the 7th hour of the first night of the 2nd week of the 4th month, they sacrifice a chicken, a cow, and 367 eggs to keep the wolf at bay. Weaponry. The weaponry of the Saskatchewanian seems primitive and improvised. They use flour-filled eggs to blind hostiles, rifles made of wheat, dried egg, and flour, which fire pellets of hardened bread pieces from a hollowed egg. They also use an egg yolk-covered bundles of wheat as a type of sword, and there are much more. For aerial attacks, they use geese armed with eggs, which can contain items such as yolk, flour, or hardened bread chunks. Layer 5. Criminal justice system. In Saskatchewan, they take criminal offenses very seriously. Tipping a cow is considered a felony, and you can face a death sentence. In one case, a 32-year-old tipped a cow as a prank. He was then crucified on a wheat cross and pelted by eggs for multiple days. All their offenses include smuggling contraband, relationships, sex, theft, fraud, treason, and public disturbance, to name a few. Amish population. The people of Saskatchewan have been compared to the Amish people. Some historians and scientists believe they may have been linked to the Amish as well. Layer 6. Birthing cycle. The birthing cycle of the Saskatchewanians is very different compared to other folks. On the 4th night of the 4th day, on the 4th week of the 4th month of the 4th year, the population gather around together and chant Amish Paradise by Weird Al Yankovic. After chanting the song 15 times, they all consume 5 raw eggs, whole. Within the next hour, they will lay 5 eggs each. After 5 days, the eggs will hatch into the newborn children. Weird Al Yankovic is God. Links to the populist artist Weird Al Yankovic and the population of Saskatchewan is very clear. An example of this is their chant during the birthing ritual. Many ancient texts found by researchers also prove the theory that Weird Al Yankovic is their god. A note written on a piece of wheat pottery claims, "May the true God of Weird Al Yankovic bless you with a divine egg." They also baptize their newborn children with holy yolk. I hope you folks enjoyed this video. It took months of research to collect all this information, and a lot of manpower to make this video. Remember, all this information is real, and did actually happen. I'll smell you goobers later.
Number 15. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I boom this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that. If also for a big Whopper, any Whopper my way, Whopper my way. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I boom this day.